welcome everyone to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium, and the fans have been filling this one up in anticipation of this clash. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. And the 49ers ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Delaware's offense will take the first swing of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. But what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already know what he is. Now it's about taking that, using his strengths. How do you use him in this offense early on in the season to really take advantage of his talents?
Rushes on him. Moves around to clear up the vision. Stands in and takes the hit. Guys, let's chat for just a moment about Delaware. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season. You see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So the Charlotte 49ers offense will get the ball for the first time. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
To the air, it's Mendenhall. He's got the tight end. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The 49ers will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around.
Man, I know he's going to be really upset with himself because you have all these goals and all these things you want to do, and you come in your first touch, man. You cough it up, but you got to put it behind you. This defense needs to come out now, be ready to play, fight back, build some momentum back the other direction.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Guys, let's take a second here and talk Delaware. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's good. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Looking to throw, it's Mendenhall. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. The lead is 6 in the first. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Cincinnati is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Desmond Ritter should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll run play action. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Goes to the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. On the move, it's Ogden. Breaks into the open. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to shrink and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Hauls it in, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Back to pass, it's Mendenhall. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, sometimes the hardest completions for quarterbacks are the ones where guys are wide open. You don't have to throw it any faster trying to get it to him quickly because you know he's so... Like on that last play, just take your steps, throw in rhythm, and just throw a catchable ball.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 2nd down coming up. They'll run the option. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time.
Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Mendenhall. Sets up the screen. There he goes. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the 49ers have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the ground game. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on 2nd down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this offense taking the sack, that is not what we need in this area. They've struggled really badly. Like, they're kicking too many field goals. A lot of times this will jump up and bite you later in the football game. This offense has got to protect.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And now they regain the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And they lose the ball out of bounds. Big loss of yardage on that one, but at least they've got another shot. And the Blue Hens have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The option look. Quick toss. Turning it on.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Now the toss. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Hold on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here comes the option. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. On the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Mendenhall. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Fires on the move. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The 49ers will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the 49ers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Gets it past the marker. It's a seam wide open. The 20. Touchdown, Delaware. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point is good. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bringing the heat. Unleashes it on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And that was awesome by the offense. Good completion, great awareness by the receiver getting out of bounds. If you're on offense now, jog off the field, get the field goal kicker out there. You're going to steal 3 points at the end of the half.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The 49ers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He leaves it with his back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Mendenhall. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
And the 49ers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The 49ers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Riddick. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Buys a little time. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the 49ers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And it's crazy how this defense has been so good in this area of the field, right? They've given up plays and they've given up yards, but they've made them kick field goals. And great job getting the sack, trying to do it again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure coming. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri was able to finish off a close one in Columbia. They did just enough both offensively and defensively to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Blue Hens can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. On the option. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for room. It's Ogden. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Now the pitch. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down opportunity.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Blue Hens back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this rep.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
At the 19.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. They'll run the option. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Touchdown, Delaware! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Mendenhall. Still looking. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. And the 49ers will call on their punt team.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Goes to the option. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He caught it. Touchdown, Delaware. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Quarterback quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. To the air, it's Mendenhall. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. They'll run the option. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The option look. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The 49ers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Mendenhall. Finds his tight end. At the 45 on his way. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the 49ers with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The 49ers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going to try to get it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to.
Breaks into the open. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Blue Hens. And the route is on.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
A little screen to the running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mendenhall. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Back to pass on second down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's 4th down and 14, but they're going to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Blue Hens. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.